et bienvenue pour ce 7e épisode de Vampyr. Nous nous trouvons donc présentement au club Ascalon et nous devons parler à Lord Redgrave.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago. Well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
Ouais, ça on va pas le dire parce qu'il faut qu'on les ait à la bonne ceux-là, donc allons-y gentiment d'abord.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied scowls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Skulls.
Oh, mais attendez, parce que... On sait qu'il y a des scales inoffensifs quand même.
I have met peaceful and wise Skulls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skulls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Carte blanche. Oh, on a augmenté en charme, quelle bonne nouvelle. Bonjour messieurs. Alors... ce qui me pose souci, c'est que je suppose qu'on va devoir exterminer les gentils scales qu'on connaît, et ça ne me plaît pas beaucoup. Ok, enquêter sur l'infection auprès des citoyens.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Women of all countries unite.
Bon, on va commencer avec cette brave dame.
To vote is only the first step.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Ekons. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
Elle a une fille. Excusez-moi. Ok, ok.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
Oh non.
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
Très bien.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Oula, ça c'est peut-être un petit peu
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
direct.
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
Ok. Bon, je le pose parce que c'est peut-être un
Who are
indice.
your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
Ok, c'est positif. Ok.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously, and the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
Maybe.
Perhaps it's wise for a mortal never to totally trust a vampire. Your mother herself told me that we Ekon are creatures of deception. Maybe it's because we seem so alive.
That may be true for a naive girl, but I have the best teacher when it comes to getting rid of an insistent immortal.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reed.
Ok. Back to business.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Ah, intéressant tout ça. Alors attendez, il y en a quelqu'un à aider là. Ah, attendez.
Don't let any strangers come into your house.
Alors pourquoi tu
Good
frappes à la
evening,
porte?
May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
Alors, on va d'abord lui poser.
I'm investigating the
Question.
source of the epidemic in this district. Can you help me?
Infection is everywhere these days. If you ever go to the park near that swanky house belonging to the ladies,
Yes? What about the Mullaneys? What about their house?
not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement. Closed doors. What is going on in there?
Ok, j'ai encore des questions.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
Mais non!
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. The epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny, I didn't want to sound selfish.
Mais non! Y a pas de souci.
How is your wife?
We've spent so much time away from each other. So many things have happened.
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Moi non plus, t'inquiète.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep. This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
Ok. Je pense pas que ce soit en rapport direct avec ce que nous cherchons. Oh non! Des traces. Oh non, puis il y a quelqu'un en dessous là, je vois un cœur qui brille, non? Oh non. Où ça? Oh non. Pourquoi je sens qu'on va se faire surprendre? Ah, encore un corps.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture.
Pourquoi?
This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
Oh non. Et ils ont tué toute la famille, sérieusement? Et là, je vois quelqu'un derrière cette porte et... Cela me cause du tourment. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Oh, s'il vous plaît, j'espère que c'est pas un boss fight, s'il vous plaît. Je me sers, hein, je vais juste prendre des petites choses dans les tiroirs, là. J'émonce les boules. Pour vous, ça fait peut-être rien, mais pour moi, ça, c'est absolument terrifiant. Ah! Non!
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent.
Ah! Mais c'est quoi cette boss fight? S'il vous plaît, j'espère que c'est pas un boss fight, s'il vous plaît. Ah non! Eh! Toi, tu es la portée de son vomi.
Disgusting!
Oh, grand Dieu, hein? Ah ouais, c'est ça, ça fait quoi? Oh, my lord!
I've never seen such a radical mutation. Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution?
Eh! Oh! Ah! Mais abandonné tout espoir, quoi. Oh. Ah, c'est donc là qu'il fallait que je trouve quelque chose. Alors... Lettre de l'école d'art dramatique Fletcher. Chère Elsa, c'est avec une immense joie que je vous annonce par la présente votre admission comme étudiante particulière au sein de mon école d'art dramatique. La petite scène que vous avez eu l'amabilité de jouer pour moi la semaine dernière m'a convaincue que vous avez ce qu'il faut pour devenir une vraie comédienne. De l'esprit, de l'allure et du courage. En tant qu'étudiante particulière, vous recevrez une formation et un enseignement directement auprès de moi. Lors de ces sessions intensives, vous serez amené à vivre au sein même de l'établissement, car je crois fermement qu'une immersion totale est le meilleur moyen de révéler tout le potentiel de mes élèves. Pensez donc à apporter dans vos bagages vos vêtements de nuit et tout ce dont vous pourriez avoir besoin pour passer une semaine dans mon école. Cordialement, Doris Fletcher.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
Alors apparemment c'est ici le deuxième endroit qu'il faut inspecter. Et je suis tendue parce que j'ai déjà eu quelques rudes combats. Alors j'espère vraiment que cette fois-ci ce sera plus cool. J'en doute. Ok, alors un instant. Ah oui, oui, je suis tendue, oui. Oh. Ok.
What? Leave me alone with them while you go back to your hall. Fucking convenient.
C'est des scales qui se disputent là?
Fucking pathetic pig.
Oh non! Oh non! Ouais, désolé. Bon, très bien. Ok. Ah, nous y voilà. Lettre d'amour. Mon chéri, je vous remercie pour le sublime parfum et le manteau de fourrure. J'ai tellement hâte de sentir vos mains sur ma peau frémissante car il n'y a que vous, mon héros, qui puisse me faire sentir aussi désiré. Je vous en prie, revenez-moi vite. Je meurs d'envie de presser à nouveau ma délicate poitrine contre votre buste Non mais vraiment. Oui, mon... Là, je brûle d'envie de vous voir et me languis de partager avec vous... Ah, Doris Fletcher. C'est de nouveau une lettre de Doris Fletcher.
So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher.
Ah, tout semble indiquer Doris alors. Et maintenant?
Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
Alors, on a découvert le théâtre, mais comme vous voyez, la porte est fermée. Donc il va falloir qu'on fasse le tour, je suppose, pour trouver une entrée. Alors... J'ai déverrouillé juste avant une espèce de porte qui menait au quartier de Whitechapel, voilà, juste ici. Donc je suppose qu'on peut peut-être faire le tour du quartier par là, mais... Peut-être pas, hein. Oh! Ouais, non. Ouais, alors je dirais que c'est pas foncièrement nécessaire, quoi. Mais comment je peux entrer?
I should be able to get in through that.
Pardon? Mais... De quoi tu parles, Jonathan? Hop là! Oui, mais... Ah, on est juste. Ah bah on a trouvé. Alors... Oh, qu'est-ce que c'est? Lettre d'adieu. Je ne supporte plus la douleur. C'est comme si mon corps tout entier se disloquait depuis que cette salope m'a infecté. Ça fait déjà des jours qu'elle reste cachée dans sa loge à donner ses ordres par petits mots écrits. Et elle ne répète que la nuit. J'ai assisté à une de ces soi-disant répétitions. Elle arpente la scène, furieuse et emplie de haine, tout en crachant par terre et en pleurant sa beauté perdue. Cette salope est malade, pourrie jusqu'à la moelle et a l'intention de contaminer tous ceux qui se trouvent ici, puis tous les habitants de Londres. Sa prochaine pièce ne sera pas jouée avant décembre, et à ce moment-là, tous les employés du théâtre seront ses serviteurs, forcés de l'aider à exécuter ses plans diaboliques. Je suis sûre qu'elle a trouvé un moyen de contaminer notre nourriture ou l'eau que nous buvons, puisque nous avons tous commencé à tomber malades et à changer après le repas qu'elle nous a offert lundi dernier. Je veux que la personne qui trouvera cette lettre sache que je me suis ôté la vie uniquement pour échapper à l'enfer qu'est devenu cet endroit. Puisse Dieu avoir pitié de moi et de mon âme immortelle, puisque j'ai refusé d'être complice de cette diablerie. Ok, ça annonce la couleur de l'endroit. Oh, les bruits aussi.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen.
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
J'adore les théâtres en plus, c'est tellement une ambiance spéciale. Bon. Je pense qu'en bas, on a tout vu. Je me promène comme si j'étais chez moi, quoi. Ok, c'est fermé. C'est quoi ça? C'est les coulisses. C'est les coulisses.
Who are you?
Ah,
You
bonjour.
who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you, but I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish. You killed me. I summon thee, my children of the night. Your hand is shaking.
Oh, elle cogne fort. Oh, la grognasse.
Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she who was once renowned.
Oh.
Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate?
Eh. Oh putain.
My children, my beloved, die for the love of me. I summon thee, my children of the night. Maim, spit, kill! Arise and save your queen. Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
Grand Dieu.
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then?
Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher. The greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you.
Oh non.
And farewell. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum!
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that Skal infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now.
Ah, mais c'est fermé.
The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection, while I continue my research during the Great Hunt. These people want me dead. I need to leave now. So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. Very disturbing.
Ah. Est-ce qu'on peut se parler?
Always a pleasure to see you, sir.
Bah,
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
mais je suis désolée, mais il y a une petite romance qui s'installe entre les deux, mais moi je lui fais pas confiance, hein. Je suis désolée. Je sais pas vous, mais...
Lord Redgrave
Alors...
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please, tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
I'm just a doctor.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
Alors... Ça va clairement pas passer. Ça non plus. La seule réponse correcte, je pense, c'est celle-là, mais ça me... J'ai pas envie de répondre ça. Bon, j'y vais avec les tripes, même si je pense que ça va pas du tout passer.
I'm sorry, but I can't.
Are you questioning my orders?
No. It's just... I'm not sure I'm ready to have another progeny after what happened with my sister.
The rebirth of Aloysius Dawson is a necessary step in our campaign to ensure the safety of London.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Your word is my command.
Aïe aïe aïe. Ah, parce que je voulais quand même être honnête. Et pas juste obéir aveuglément.
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson. To make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
Mais aucune des trois?
Aloysius Dawson is the richest man in England. He'll be a very useful resource for the club.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage, and only capable of creating skulls.
Ok.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Bon, eh bien je pense que c'est l'instant idéal pour nous quitter. Et on s'occupera de notre deuxième mission dans le prochain épisode. Alors sur ce, je vous fais de gros bisous. Et je vous dis à tout bientôt. Bye bye.